this, like legs up the wall is so wonderful, but it's a nice way just to get your feet up if you like it. Also, I find that when I have students that have a little bit of a fussy lower back, this sort of softens that. You know, sometimes when you ask your body to go completely flat, it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, so test it out. Don't get, yeah. So test out how you want to be for the Nidra, but like I said, we will sort of release and get a little bit of movement in the beginning, just tiny bit, yeah. Because I find that like with anything, it's sort of hard to like boom, go into it. The whole yoga practice was designed that we do the poses first to sort of get the body, you know, the wiggles out, and then we're able to sit in meditation or sit and breathe because we've moved a little bit. Okay. So let's wait and see if our couple other people come. We'll give them a couple more minutes. Does anyone here have any questions before we start? I should get my glasses so I can see what I'm trying to share here. My reading glasses. And you know what? I do want to take the lights off because I feel like they're in your eyes. Yeah. The doors are going to be lightly shut. Is that okay with everyone? Yeah? Okay. Perfect. I'll, I don't want to be too.
Yeah, Pam can go right in. Lori, I don't know, she's
Okay. Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, for sure. I don't want to wait. Thank you, Lauren.
turn on or
Off, the big one. Yeah, because, you know, they're
off.
looking up.
No, I'm just gonna, Pam, I'm not worried. She knows how to sneak in. But Lori,
Pam's here, no? Pam's here.
oh,
She's
I
right
see
there.
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord.
So I don't know if she's really late. I'm not letting her in.
I mean, it's a lot. Yeah. This is a great group. Okay. And we have a lot of people online. And you can hear me okay, Lauren? Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, let's move and breathe together. Or are you so comfy right now? You're already in Nidra. So I always like to tell this story. The My first introduction to Yoga Nidra was my friend Amy and I, we're both yoga teachers. We really needed a retreat. You know, we both have teenagers and two teenagers, and we went to this place years ago in Massachusetts called Kripalu. It's in the Berkshire Mountains. So pretty. You might have heard of it. But it was a 5-day retreat, and it said Yoga Nidra. And I like knew a little bit about Yoga Nidra from yoga training, but I'd never like fully practiced it a lot. And the whole 5 days was Yoga Nidra. So literally you would go in and she would do a little bit of movement like we'll do today, but then she would put you straight in a Nidra for about 20 minutes each time. And we did this about 3 days a week. Um, but with all that said, I came out of it just loving the practice. And then I do it for myself now. Like I use her, my teacher, to guide me, like an audio recording. And it's really my go-to meditation practice, you could say. This idea of like a guided body scan. They can be very short, they can be very long, but they always feel like a flash. But just so nurturing. And how it was designed, you know, way back when the yogis taught it was that it's this idea that in yogic philosophy, the idea is that the body isn't just the body, but it's almost like an onion. We have all these layers. We have the physical body, then inside we have the breath body, the emotional or the mind body, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper to this sort of special piece in the middle, right? That we call that like bliss. And the Yoga Nidra is designed to explore all that. So first we talk about the physical body, then we talk about the breath, then we talk about what's on the mind as we're guided. And you'll sort of feel this journey to like the quiet within. So it's really, really beautiful. I think it makes sense and I think it works. So I love it. Okay, so any questions at all? No? And I was telling Bobby that, you know, for the Nidra practice, you might fall asleep. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll still hear my voice. Obviously, I'll be talking to you the whole time. And if you don't wake up when I cue you to sort of come out, I'll sort of lovingly touch your feet. to get you up, okay? So let's just find the most comfortable seat for yourself. You could be cross-legged, you could sit on a bolster like I am. Let's think what else. Your legs could be out. You know, it's so funny that we're always asked to sit like this because our hips aren't quite ready yet. So if you need to at any point straighten your legs, you can do that. But think about when you sit here that your spine is long and you relax your shoulders. That might take a couple times of bringing your shoulders up to your earlobes and then dropping them down. And when you do that, sometimes it's nice to take in a big inhale, bring them up, and then yes. And I find myself doing this a lot lately. Bringing the shoulders up and doing a drop. You know, just sort of that whoosh of getting out. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Okay. Let's start to sort of roll the shoulders. You can go back and not a big movement, just this idea of rolling the shoulders. The shoulder joint is that ball and socket joint. So it has this beautiful movement, this beautiful rotation. So we always have to be mindful how we move our shoulders. Let's really gentle come forward, change directions. You can feel that that feels different. Breathing the whole time that you're moving. And, you know, since we're seated, you can even close your eyes if you ever want to, okay? Or just have a soft gaze. All right, let's focus on the right arm. So let's just sit still, sit up nice and tall. Start to take your right arm in circles. So right arm in circles, almost like you're in water. I love to swim, so I always say that you're reaching back. Again, feeling that shoulder joint. One more rotation. Nice and soft. Follow your breath. Okay, let's try the other arm. Let the right arm rest. Left arm. Reach up to the sky. Reach back. Full rotation. Full rotation. And sometimes when we feel tension in the body, it's just that idea of that stagnant energy. You know, we're holding something there, holding something in the body. One more rotation. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's take our right arm and just take it across the front of the body and cross body right over the midline and feel that nice stretch in the whole arm. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Do that one more time. Big inhale. Let the breath come out. Switch your arms. And if your shoulder really went, sort of pull it back a little bit and take your breath. Inhale. Long exhale. Anytime we have a long exhale in the body, that's a calming breath. That's a relaxing breath. One more time. Okay, and then while we're seated, one more movement, and then we're going to come to hands and knees. Let's reach our arms up to the sky like you're reaching for something. Take in a big inhale there, and then exhale, just let the arms float down. Nice. A couple more times. Inhale, reach up, expand, maybe even a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, arms down. And then last one, big inhale up, and then bring it down. Okay, we're just going to move through a few different levels with the body before we enter our Nidra. So I want to see if it's okay first for everybody to come to tabletop. That's when we come on all fours like this. You are weight bearing, right? So be aware that you're on your hands. So get your hands positioned, maybe open the hands up. See that space in between your fingers. Drop your head down first. So drop your head down, bring your chin in. Start to round your spine for me. So round your spine, pull your navel center back towards your spine. And now when you go to take your next inhale, move into a back bend. So that means you'll go like this. You'll take an inhale, move into a back bend, look forward, open your throat, and then go right back to the forward position. Exhale. This is called cat-cow. We use it a lot in the yoga practice. It's a dynamic movement, so good for the spine, so nice for the breath, so nice for linking breath with movement. So interesting. I don't think I ever heard a train here. Wow. Okay, one more time. Big inhale, nice back bend. Exhale, round. Pull your chin in, pull your navel center back. And then come on back to neutral here. Okay, let's come on up to standing just to see what it feels like standing. So you're going to come all the way up any way you want to come up. Yep. always good practice to practice going from the ground up to standing, right? All right, let's find ourselves standing and feel into your whole body. So there's different qualities to when we stand and when we are lying on the ground. So I want you to feel the soles of the feet on the earth, keep your spine long, and start to sort of rock yourself back and forth, coming on to the heels, the toes. Okay, one more time. And then after that, find stillness, right? Start to build your standing posture, that your hips are in line over the knees, spine is long, arms are down to your sides but relaxed. Nice. Okay, standing, see what it feels like now to inhale, reach your arms up, stretch up, just the arms. Exhale, bring the arms down. 2 more times. Up, full breath, full exhale, empty. That exhale is that release. It's that empty. It's that releasing that tension from the body. One more time. Inhale up, reach up, bring your arms down. Okay, do me a favor and step your legs open about as wide as your yoga mat, so not too wide. We're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height, expand, and then bring them down. Exhale. Bring them up a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, and then down. And then all the way up. And this time when you come up, take your, let's see, left hand, grab your right wrist and gently, keyword, pull over here. Get that beautiful lateral side body stretch. You can have your head in a comfortable position. Come back to center, release, and then let the arms come all the way down because I want to do that movement with the arms again. Inhale up to shoulder height. Exhale down. A little bit higher, a little bit above shoulders. Bring them down. And then this is that lateral movement. Let's come all the way up. Let's take our right hand, grab our left wrist, and gently pull the arm over. You can look down and imagine the space that you are creating in that side body, opening those rib cage sort of windows. One more breath. Okay, let's come back to center and then reach up, stretch up, take a big inhale, and then exhale. Bring your arms all the way down. Okay, this is the center of the body. It's sort of called the powerhouse. It has the fire element. We're going to twist it a little bit. That's so good for digestion. So if you leave your feet as they are, bring your arms up to shoulder height, gently twist to the right, come back to center. Try not to throw the hips too much. Imagine that your twist is happening from the navel of your head. So very controlled. One more time. Okay, come back to center, expand, 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 and then let the arms come down and just relax for a moment. All right, I want you to separate your feet to get a little bit of asymmetrical feeling in the body with dynamic movement. So we're going to take our right leg forward, left leg is back, it's at an angle. And I want you to start to get this grounding feeling of bending down and then coming up. It's very gentle, you're very relaxed about it. Let's add the arms. Inhale up, gentle. Exhale down. This is a dynamic warrior one pose. You might have practiced warrior one before. This is a really nice way to do it dynamically, very slowly, following your breath. So it could be that you inhale up and exhale down. Last one, let's do it together. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. Okay, let's switch feet. So just pause for a moment, switch the feet, left foot forward, right leg back. They don't have to be too wide. You can even open up that back foot. Before you move your arms, just sort of bend a little bit. Already linking breath. You're already breathing with every movement. Then you can start to add inhale, exhale. Really a nice soft gaze. You can keep your eyes fixed on something. That'll help your balance. Okay, we're going to do one more flow here together. So inhale, reach up, and then exhale, come out of it. Nice. Step your legs back together. Breathe here. Let's get a little bit of a back bend in our body. So you can take your hands and you can bring your feet a little closer together and you can wrap your hands back around if you want to have your fingertips down. Right away, when you pull your elbows together, you can feel that that starts to be a chest opener. You could stay like that, or you could clasp hands in the back if that feels good to you. That's sort of that classic, like when we've been driving or sitting too long, we move to this, right? So nice. And you can look up, you can look forward, get a nice opening in your chest. We're so forward all the time, aren't we? Looking at our phones, looking at our books. So it's nice to reverse and do a back bend. One more breath, one more breath. And then when you let it go, I'd love for you to take the arms and really let them sort of just sway. Anytime we shake or we move, we sort of, again, release that stagnant energy. Now, before we come down to do a little bit of stretching on our backs to sort of move into the Nidra, we're going to just do a little bit of this, letting the arms tap the body. I don't know if you've ever done a tapping practice, but that's really nice too, that you can sort of let the arms tap, sort of soften here. Couple more breaths. Okay, let's come down to our backs. Not with this idea that we're going to go into the Nidra quite yet, but I want you to get a little bit of opening in the legs, a little bit of stretching, and then I'll tell you when we can go into it, okay? So come on down, please, to your backs. And I think when I come back to my back, it usually feels best to come back and keep your knees bent. Keep your knees bent. Let the back of the head touch the mat. Make sure you're comfy in that your head isn't on the hardwood floor. Let your shoulders relax and drop. You can put your hands on your belly if you'd like. Breathing for a moment. Staying just as you are, really just trying to get the body used to this orientation on your back, knees bent, hands on body. Okay, on your back, let's all hug our knees into center. So just hug both knees into center. This is a nice sort of check-in with your hips to see how the hips are. Are they happy? Are they a little bit tight? You can even roll a little bit on your lower back if you'd like. It's a nice pose here to go into a stretch series on your back. Okay, so when you're here, I want to do each leg at a time. So let's keep the right leg close, but take the left leg long and let it rest on the mat. So let it rest. You'll start to get this sort of traction feeling by pressing the left heel away and hugging in this right knee. Keep breathing. Don't forget about staying with your breath. Let's do this. Gently place your right hand on your right knee and start to take that right knee in circles. They could be very small. Just like we did with the shoulder joint, we're feeling into this hip joint. Same design as that shoulder joint, that ball and socket joint. So feel the movement. Go the other direction with the knee. Okay, and let's end with this one. Come back to center, take both hands, support your right leg, so just holding on either side, and start to straighten and bend. That's where you'll really feel maybe tightness in the back of the leg, the hamstrings. So take your time, use your breath, use your breath. Inhale, straighten, maybe even flex the foot. Exhale, bend. You can wiggle your toes. That always feels nice. These feet do so much for us all day when we're standing on the feet. Okay, and then try this. Take the leg to straight, relax your arms down to your side, and slowly with control, with all the strength that you have, lower your leg down and then completely relax. Relax and release. Take a breath. Okay, let's start all that on the other side. First, let's reset. Hug both knees in. Keep your left leg, extend the right leg long and let it rest. We put our hand on our knee and we took that leg in circles. So we'll take now the left leg, the left knee in circles, feeling into that hip joint, following your breath. Let's go the opposite direction. Okay, let's bring this left leg back to center. Let's support it on either side and let's start to straighten and bend it. And when you do that, when you straighten, you can flex the foot if you'd like. That'll give you a bigger opening in the back of the leg. 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay, let's all take the leg to straight. Let's put our arms to our sides and let's let the leg slowly with the breath lower down. And then I want you to completely relax, relax. Breathe here. All right, I want to give you just a few more things before we go into Nidra. So let's bend our legs and put our feet flat. Let's start to sway the knees from side to side. If you'd like to open up your arms at shoulder height, you can do that. It might open up your chest a little more. This is called a supine twist. So next time you go to your right side with your knees, keep your legs there. So you're going to drop both knees to the right as far as you can. Some students like to stack their legs. You could stack them or you could open them, right? So see what feels better, please. Your tip of your nose can either face the sky or you could turn your head in the opposite direction. Yeah, that's up to you. That'll give you a nice full body stretch. And let your body relax. Notice even here, if you're still holding tension in the shoulders, in your face, in your jaw, try to release that with your exhale. Couple more breaths. Okay, slowly bring your knees up. Maybe rock them back and forth a couple times. Make sure your arms still feel good. Your head is back to center. And you're going to drop both knees to the left, to the other side. So set up your position, whether you're open or stacked. And give your body time to receive the pose, right? It's not as if this is like a normal pose that we put ourselves in, but relax and let your body receive the shape, the form. And it's always function over form. Why are we doing this? To create openings in the body, to expand, to connect with our breath, to stay in the present moment, which is such a practice. The right now. Couple more breaths. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our knees up. Let's all hug our legs in. So this can be your final pose of just hugging the knees in, or you could straighten the legs, both legs, if you want to just get a little bit of wiggle in the toes, get a nice stretch, maybe rub into your hips, your hamstrings. I always like to end on an even pose though. It leaves the body very balanced. And we'll think about at this point, moving to set up for our yoga nidra, okay? So I mentioned before that I want you to know you have options. I've even seen people during the practice roll to their side. They lie on their sides, okay? I want you to know that throughout the practice, you can shift, you can move. Let me help you. Got it? Sometimes like the hardest thing to do. Let's make sure that a blanket is in reach if your body starts to cool down, because it probably will since you're very still, okay? Do you want me to help you put the bolster under your knees, ladies? Do you want to try that? What do you think? Yeah. Okay. And you have an extra layer of clothing on, Bobby, so you're good. You have a blanket just in case, Pam? Okay. Everybody at home that's out there in the virtual world, make sure you have something to cover yourselves with. So if you do get a little cooler, which is funny, we're saying that now, right? We have this heat warning coming. But here we are in our inside spaces. And when you first get into it, yeah, get the wiggles out, sort of start to adjust. It's not as if it's an easy thing to right away come into stillness. It isn't, right? We need to move a little bit. And I've already said it once, but I want to encourage you to know that you can move throughout the practice. I'll be here the whole time, obviously. I'll be guiding you. Do you want something under your head? Oh, yeah, where is it? I'll get it. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yep, definitely. I'm going to just put your glasses next to it, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I do too. Usually I end up at home with 2 blankets on top of me when I'm done. Okay. Especially I think when you're on hardwood floors, it's a little bit of a cooling sensation, the wood. All right, everyone. What a treat. to be guided throughout your body in meditation, in quiet, in stillness. And again, it's that practice of staying in the present moment, which is so important for all of us. Not worrying or thinking about yesterday or tomorrow or what's even to come next, but being right here, right now. So I invite you that if it's comfortable for you, that you can, I'm going to help you, that you can close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. You could have a soft gaze. And allow yourself to get comfortable now, making any final adjustments. And knowing that, when you move, which might have to happen, that you do so mindfully, slowly. And the whole Nidra practice is really about awareness, is really becoming more aware of the physical body, the breath body, the mind body. So let's start to become more aware now. This is a practice of awareness. Start to notice your body resting here on the earth, aware of your breath. Become more and more aware of each level of your being as I guide you through sensations, breath, thoughts, and feelings. And really allow yourself to be the observer here, the observer of all you are. Observe with compassion and acceptance. Settle into your body now even more. Let your body settle down into the ground and actually feel the ground underneath you, holding and supporting you in your practice. Feeling secure here in your body on the earth, invite stillness in. And start to become aware of the space in which your body is occupying. Imagine drawing a circle around the body, around the body. And really, it can be made up of anything you wish. It could be a circle of light, flowers, grass, leaves, whatever comes to mind. A circle around the body. Establish the circle around yourself and see and feel yourself inside of this circle. And now bring your attention to the very center of your chest, the spiritual heart. And as your attention rests here, notice for a moment what you feel. Without any judgment, just notice. Is there a lightness, a heaviness? Is there space here? Feel acceptance arising as you observe whatever is here right now. And let your body soften. And as you breathe, what do you notice? Keeping your attention at your heart, almost as if your heart is actually breathing in and out. Breathing in and out from the heart space. And as you exhale, the next time you exhale, make it nice and long and smooth. Sort of drag it out. Do that a couple more times for yourself. A nice, long, smooth exhale. And as you do this, feel a sense of release, of deepening relaxation here. Begin to feel the connection between your body and the earth. Notice each point of your body that connects to the earth. And actually begin to feel yourself grounding down here into all of those points, releasing. And as you observe your breath, bring your focus now to your navel center and feel that gentle rise and fall of this area of the body as you breathe. As you inhale, feel your belly rise. And as you exhale, feel it soften down towards your spine. Feel your breath becoming smoother and smoother, longer and longer, like a peaceful flow of breath in and out, in and out. Feeling yourself lying on the earth here again. Slowly scan your body from top to bottom and become aware of how you are holding it. Let your awareness now move towards sound. Noticing all of the sounds around you without judgment. And allow your awareness to move from sound to sound to sound. Let all the sounds be there. You are inside your circle, and the sounds are on its circumference. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Backs of the heels, the calves, maybe the legs, parts of the spine, the shoulder blades on the earth, the back of your head on the floor softly. And gently guide your awareness now to rest in the space associated with your head. Be aware of this space and at the same time, become more aware of your breath. And now you'll begin to move your awareness and breath together throughout the body, resting at each of the following points I mention. I will guide you. Please don't worry if you can't connect with every point I mention. Just simply move on to the next. Become aware of the sides of the head, the forehead, and the eyebrows. Sense your eyes, your eyelids, and feel your temples. Become aware of the ears, the inside of the ear, behind the ears. Sense your cheeks and your nose. And now move to the mouth and feel the inside of the mouth, the inside of the mouth. Release the tongue. Sense your jaw, the throat, and the collarbones. Become aware now of the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Feel your wrists and then feel all the way to your fingertips. To each fingertip, become aware. Feel into your wrists again, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. Find your way to the throat. Feel into the muscles of the chest. Soften the chest, moving down to the abdomen, the pelvis, and resting in the hips. Become aware of the upper legs now, the upper legs. The knees and the lower legs. And sense your ankles, and then move all the way to the tips of your toes, to the tip of each toe, all the way. Becoming aware of the ankles again, the lower legs, the knees, and the upper legs. The hips. And moving to the back body, notice the buttocks, the lower back, the middle of the back, upper back, and sense the back of the neck. Back of the head. Moving all the way now to the very top of your head, the crown of your head. And maybe even at that space, just hovering there just above the crown of the head for a moment. And from here, quietly move to the very center of your forehead, the very center of your forehead. Breathing here for a moment, breath awareness. Begin to, from this point, allow the breath to move through your entire body. Awareness of the space of your body as the breath moves through. From that center of the forehead all the way to the soles of your feet. A few more times, back and forth, very slowly. Taking the time now to finish off the breath that you're on, traveling all the way back to the center of the forehead. Continue to rest here for a moment in your sense of awareness. And as you continue to breathe here, as your body receives the in-breath, the inhalation, sense the earth rising up to hold you and cradle you here in your space. It's as though that act of inhaling is calling the earth towards you up a little bit to hold you. And then as you exhale, allow your body to surrender down into the ground. Every in-breath invites the earth up to support you. And every out-breath is a trusting acceptance that you deserve to be held. As we begin to move deeper into the layers of the body, find a place in the body that feels spacious and open at this moment. Find a place that feels spacious and open in your body at this moment and completely and fully feel it. And now see if you can find a place in the body that feels the opposite of spacious. Maybe a little bit of tension, a little bit more closed off. Find that opposite feeling in the body and fully feel it now. Fully feel it. And now move back to feel the spacious, open place again. Feel that fully, that open feeling in the body. Where is that for you? And now see if you can feel that opposite feeling again. Find that place in the body that's a little less open, a little closed off. And now see if you can notice both places at the same time and hold them together. Feel them together. Notice what that feels like for you. And at this point, releasing any point of focus in the body, and begin to feel yourself expansive, open, and free, maybe even a little bit lighter. This idea of radiating pure bliss and light. Becoming aware of your innate healing energy within. And really even becoming aware of yourself in this practice as the witness. You are the one who has observed your body, your breath, and the journey through your body. And begin to notice any thoughts and feelings that start to flow in through your awareness. Again, with compassion, with acceptance. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen a little bit here. And as you begin to deepen your breath, feel yourself reawakening, sensing your body, sensing the space that your body occupies. Notice your back on the earth, your back body on the earth. Feel all of the places where it connects to the earth. Feel your front body facing skyward. Feel an openness in the front body as it faces the sky. And as we move towards the end of our practice, becoming slowly more awake, more aware, we'll begin to invite very small, quiet movement into the body. We can start by wiggling the toes, very slowly. We can even start to move the fingers, the hands, maybe even take the hands in circles, take the feet in circles, noticing all the sounds, the beautiful sounds that the body makes when it reawakens all that energy. Deepening the breath, you might even want to rock your head from side to side. It might feel good to invite a little more movement by reaching your arms out to the side or back behind your body. I am living embodied awareness and within and expressing an eternal moment the way a wave is within and expresses itself in the ocean. At the heart of this dynamic experience is an effortless stillness that feels like home to me. Finding your way to your side mindfully. You can roll to your side if you'd like. Become aware of the props that are around you, just to be mindful of your space. You can certainly keep your eyes very soft. Let out a few deep breaths, maybe even out of your mouth, making a sound. And we'll take our time to press our hands into the earth, and we'll all come up to seated together very slowly. I don't want you to feel rushed at all. And when you come up to seated, that could look really any way that is comfortable for you. And I think it's important that we all accept that it's not easy to come out of a yoga nidra. So I have a few practices for you that I was taught that I love. We can first start to just drop the chin towards the chest. Bring the head up to center. Slowly drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathing the whole time. Eyes closed or open, that's up to you. Come back to center. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring your head back to center and take your hands, and I want you to gently massage your ears. This is sort of a place in the body we always forget how good it feels to massage the ears. So the tops of the ears, very gentle, maybe the ear lobes. Be careful if you have earrings. Behind the ears, right? Even this idea of pulling down a little bit behind your ears. It's really nice to oil your ears. I don't know if you've ever put oil on your ears, but just a little drop of oil. It's really good for the ears and behind here. You can bring your hands very gentle to the top of the crown of the head and sort of press the fingertips, even all the way back. There's all of these points in the head called marma points, the energy points. So this feels very nice. And if you want to, almost like playing piano, you can take the fingers and sort of raindrops. What a treat on the head. And, really anything else you need to do to awaken a little more, you could roll your shoulders, maybe even move the arms. And we will end with breath together because I think that's important. So if you'd like to join me, you're welcome to put one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Anytime we have hands on body, we notice the movement of the power of the breath in the body. Eyes open or closed, you choose. Let's all take 3 big breaths to end together, inhaling fully. Long exhale. 2 more times, just like that. Last one, very slowly. Let's all bring hands to heart center in prayer, and you can drop your chin, sit up nice and tall, feeling grateful for this space, this community, and all of these teachings that we can practice them together. May we have peace in our hearts, peace in our minds, and peace in our words. Shanti, thank you for coming. And please take your time, okay? No rush. No rush. Thank you.